Okay, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off on 254. I realized I needed a calculator to really help you with this, so I stopped and got my numbers. Let's go ahead and go over them now. Notice that in number 4, we were looking for the square root of 843 and 75 hundredths. On a calculator, that would give us around 29. Okay, now you had been plugging in the information. Now this one's a little tricky. So when you substitute in a, it's x squared. When you substitute in 2x, you do need to put it inside parentheses first because we're substituting 2x and both the 2 and the x are going to be squared. So if you remember back to your exponents, how do we simplify this? Remember that 2 needs to be distributed to both terms on the inside. So I have x squared plus, what is 2 to the second? It is 4. And then x times to the power of 2 is x squared. Okay, so now I've got my 50 squared. Now I've got an x squared and I've got a 4x squared. I can combine them. They are like terms. So I'm going to get 5x squared equals 50 squared. Well, 50 squared is going to be 50 times 50, right, is going to be 0 times, I went ahead of myself, sorry, I'm showing you guys here. Okay, so we've got 0, 0, and that's 0, so 5 times 0. I'm kind of skipping ahead, 2,500. Okay, so we've got 2,500. Now, I am going to divide both sides by 5 to start getting that x by itself. So I get x squared equals 500. So now what I'll need to do is find the square root of 500. When I get that, x is going to be around, and I looked up that number already, it is going to be around 22.4. So a is 22.4. Now, let's go back and look at the question they were asking us. What are the lengths, notice plural, what are the lengths of the legs of the triangle to the nearest tenth of a centimeter? So notice if this is 22.4 and this is x, what is 2x? 2 times 22.4. So we end up getting 44.8. And remember, it is centimeters, no naked numbers. I needed to do that there too. And those are our answers. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to the next page. I have it not right here. I'm going to pause.